I'm Sarah Schiff-Berger, and this is a beginning level modern dance class aimed at college students. The focus of the class is head-tail connection. Head-tail connection consists of stretching and bending your spine in various pathways and directions, starting at your head and ending at the bottom of your spine, which is called your tailbone, and then reversing the movement, starting at your tailbone and ending at your head. An example of head-tail connection could look like this. The first activity that we will do today is cat-cow from yoga. I will show the movement, break it down, perform the movement with music, and then provide feedback on what to work on and think about. I suggest you watch me demonstrate the movement first. This way, you have a good grasp of how the movement will be. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what my spine is doing, and I'm going to start on my hands and knees with my back in a neutral position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to bend and arch your spine 2 sets. Bend, arch, that's the first set. Bend, arch, that's the second set. Each bend and each arch takes 4 counts, and you want to come to a neutral spine between the bend and the arch. When you're bending and arching your spine, you want to think about going through the spine part by part. That would be this: head, shoulders, middle back, lower back, tailbone when bending. Unbending, tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulders, head. Arching, head, shoulders, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Unarching, tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulders, head. If being on your knees that long is uncomfortable for you, you can put a mat or t-shirt underneath your knees. Also, if you have any back injuries or issues, you can modify the activity by only moving parts of the spine that feel comfortable. In addition, if you find it too strenuous on your body to place your weight on your hands and knees, you can do the exercise sitting. That would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like being on your hands and knees, you would do that twice. Bend, arch, bend, arch. Let's try the activity with music. There will be a 4-count intro, and I will count you in. Either sitting or on your hands and knees, please. And let's try it. 1 moment, please, while I set up the music. One, 2, 3, 4. Last set. And think about. I suggest that when you're bending your spine, that you can imagine that you're a cat bending its spine. And when you're arching your spine, you can imagine that you're a cow arching your spine. I would also like you to think about going through the spine part by part. Your head, your shoulders, your middle back, lower back, tailbone when you're bending, unbending tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulders, head. Arching head, shoulders, middle back, lower back, tailbone, tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulders, head. And in your neutral spine, I want you to imagine you're reaching your head and your tail away from each other, and you want to pull your belly button towards your spine. That is also true if you're sitting down and doing the exercise. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that. Reaching my head and my tailbone away from each other in space, and starting from my head and my shoulders and my middle back, lower back, tailbone, tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulders, head, head, shoulders, middle back, lower back, tailbone, tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulders, head. It's okay if you're bending and arching the spine looks different than mine, because everyone's spines are shaped differently. Thus, head-tail connection looks different on everyone's body. Let's try the activity one more time, imagining a cat bending its spine and then a cow arching the spine, and then thinking about starting the bend and the arch from our top of the head, and then reversing the movement starting at your tailbone and ending at your head. And for the neutral spine, reaching your head and tail away from each other. Let's try it one more time, 2 sets. Bend, arch, bend, arch. Set up in your position, and I will count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last set. That concludes the cat-cow exercise. Thank you for watching.